Go. This from MLB.com. Reasonable goals for every MLB team in 2023. Guardians win the division. The Guardians won their first postseason series since 2016 last year. That is not nothing, but as much as we'd like to swing here and say ACLS, American League Championship Series, or bust, Cleveland needs to establish itself as the top team in the AL Central before we start getting cocky here. And that's a fair point. Zach, I would agree. Win the division. The Twins are probably going to be a little bit better. You never know with the White Sox. But if they can win the division, and again, young, play like you did last year. Try to improve on it.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a one-year project. They're set up pretty well to be a contender for years to come. There is one little thing hanging over the team, and that's maybe a 75-year championship drought. So since they made the run last year, I'm sure there are many people screaming at us right now saying World Series are bust, and it's hard to argue that given the history. But I think you want to be in a position where you can say year after year for the next, 5-6 years, they have one of the best farm systems in baseball and such a young major league roster that they should be in a position where the expectations are super high for the foreseeable future and that doesn't change. And so if your Oscar Gonzalez doesn't pan out in right field this season, you have other people waiting in the wings who can be the answer. I think this year we can say ALCS or bust or World Series or bust, but more conceptually, it's, I think, about making sure you have answers at every single spot on the roster, because this team should be in a position to win a World Series here at some point in the next several years.
Yeah, I would agree. And you know what? They were a whole lot fun to watch, and the way they play the game, it will be fun, again, to watch the Guardians, without question. As a guy that sees it night in and night out, it's fun to watch.
2021 season was mind-numbing at times. It was a really bad brand of baseball. But watching the way that they ran the bases, went first to third, stole bases, and they played clean baseball. They had a good defense. They pitched well. It was a refreshing brand of baseball. You don't see that contact and run like crazy sort of style across the league very often anymore. And I think it's going to be encouraged or prioritized even more this season with some of the rule changes, with the defensive alignment restrictions, with bigger bases encouraging stolen bases and things like that. So I would think that it would be another season where it's actually refreshing and enjoyable to watch, and you're not seeing a ton of walks and strikeouts and home runs.